7:32. What to do, guys? I hope you guys are having a blessed day. My name is John Lee Hilliard Jr. from JT's Vending. Thank you guys for rocking with us on our YouTube channel. I want to say welcome, hello, all of our new subscribers. We truly appreciate you guys being here and taking the time to subscribe to our YouTube channel. So what we do ultimately on this channel is teach from biblical principles. We'll teach from this about finances and money and how to build generational wealth. And the only reason I'm speaking from it is because I'm currently doing it. I thought it was impossible growing up because I had never saw it like in my face. But now that I have, I'm able to apply the things that I've learned. So with that being said, guys, thank you for rocking with us on this video. I hope you enjoy it. Now, this video, remember, this video is not for everyone. This video, the purpose I chose to do a video about the benefits of having a bank account is because growing up, I had a poverty mindset. I struggled a lot with simple financial things like saving. It's simple, but it's extremely hard to do. It's simple in theory. So what I was doing was spending all my money trying to look fake rich. And I was indoctrinated with that idea from the culture that was around me, how I grew up. I grew up in government housing, projects, low income. And that's kind of the mentality of poor people. That's the mentality that I had. I didn't want to put my money into a bank because I believe banks were stealing people's money. Banks were bad. Banks, lose your money. All the stupid negative things to believe about banks to keep people poor, I believed it. So for most of my life, I spent tens of thousands of dollars trying to cash my checks at a corner store. And I'll say it that way. For my Caucasian people, including my wife, it's the corner store. For people who grew up where I grew up in low-income housing, government housing, the corner store. And especially here in Memphis, Tennessee, the little store in Ridge Grove. But that's what I believed, and that was absolutely wrong, guys. I'm telling you this now. I'm 39 years old, and most of my life, 26, 27 years, I tried to hurry up and cash my checks, and they were charging me at those little. If you see a sign in a window of a gas station or a convenience store or a little store or a corner store near projects, it's always going to say check cashing. It's always going to say that. Because they can charge anywhere to 10 to 15% of your paycheck just to cash it for you. So if you come in with $1,000 check, they're taking at least 100 just to cash and give you your cash right then and there. And then you're going to buy something in the store, and you're going to give more money to them. And that's kind of what made me want to do this video. I don't know what's going on, but that's what made me want to do this video today. Is I wanted to try to enlighten those who have negative ideas about banks. And I just have a few things that I took down in my notes about the benefits of having a bank account. It's not many, but let's start with some of my favorites, and then we can go into everything else. So there are many benefits of having a bank account that I didn't know when I was young. So the first one is safety. Your money is protected from theft, fires, and fraud. In the event of a disaster, your money is federally insured for up to, all banks in the U.S. and credit unions, up to $250,000. So that means if you saved $25,000, you've been saving, and the bank burns down, blows up, your account is hacked, and somebody hack in and take all your money, and the bank notices the hack, or you notice the hack and bring it to their attention, then they will reimburse you for up to $250,000. So they'll give you $25,000 back. They'll give your money back if something happened. Number two, convenience. You can access your money without carrying cash here in Memphis. No, don't carry cash. You can make purchases and pay bills online with the debit card. So all that you don't need a credit card. But for those of you who like using credit and being a slave to the lender, then you go ahead and borrow as much money as you want to. But a debit card gets me the same thing here in my family as your credit card would. Number three, save money. You can earn interest on saving accounts or transfer money from checking to savings. That's very easy. So you don't have to see the money come out. It's very convenient, and you earn a little bit of interest. I ain't gonna lie. The banks not you don't set up a basic savings and checking and think you're going to make $1,800 a year on your money and savings in a bank, a traditional bank. It don't work, especially a brick and mortar bank. It don't work like that. You get like the highest I've seen is it's at what's it not the Bank of America is 0.05 APY. No, yeah, I think it was. Yeah, but that's very low. But it's still it helps you save money and transfer money without you having to physically do it every single time. The next is you can build credit if you're into credit. We're not into credit, so I don't want to discuss anything credit because the borrower is slave to the lender. That is true. Try borrowing some money from somebody, and I watch you avoid them as long as you can until you pay them back. You can track your spending. You can use your mobile banking to track your spending and make bill payments. Again, doing my budget, I use my app. I use my phone to track everything. I use bank accounts. The next one is to teach kids good money habits. You can open a youth checking account with parental oversight to help kids learn to manage their money. And last but not least, separate finances. You can have separate accounts for your business and personal finance to make bookkeeping easier. So those are just a few of the simple things that nobody ever discusses. But for some untold mystery in the projects and low income housing, that's what we think. We think all the negative, wrong things about money. So anytime they come down to money, guys, I always go back to scripture. So my passages that I have chosen is just some about being things about being wise. A wise man. So a wise man thinks ahead. So Proverbs chapter 13, verse 16. It says, a wise man thinks ahead while a fool doesn't and may even brag about it. A fool brags about not the YOLO. A fool yells, YOLO, you only live once. That's stupidity. And you spend all you have now. Proverbs chapter 14, verse 15. A wise man understands the need for proof, while a simpleton believes everything they're told. Yes, I am saying I was a simpleton. I was just simple minded. And I believed everything that I've heard in society about banks. But I wasn't hearing it from wealthy people. I wasn't hearing it from people with a net worth. I was hearing it from poor people that were standing next to me. All of the things that I believed about money. And last but not least, not number, but I guess the third Proverb 14, verse 29. A wise man controls his temper, knowing that anger causes mistakes. So that last one was mostly for me, but and that's what I practice on doing, guys. So understand if you're still in the hood, you're still in the low income housing, government houses. There's nothing wrong with that, but you can't continue that cycle for 2 or 3 generations. Or when you know better, you should do better. So if you stay in that situation, it means you don't want to get out of it because it's comfortable. The comfort zone is your kill zone. When you go into these corner stores and these little mom and pop grocery stores in the neighborhood, they're charging you. It don't take $100 to cash a check. It just simply don't. You can get a check with a bank. Somebody can send you a check to your bank and they'll deposit for free. Somebody can send you a paper check. You can take a picture of it and submit it from your phone to the bank, and they'll deposit it into your account for free. You just saved that $100. But when people say they don't trust banks, I believe they truly have the wrong idea and concept about banks, and they've been taught that poverty is okay as long as you hood rich. You got you got 20, not even 20. You got $15,000 in a shoebox in your closet. And what you don't understand is um, that money is losing value because of inflation. So some guys, some people I work with, they believe that $100 physically is $100 on January 1st, 2025, as it will be in January 28. And physically, yes, the money is still the same. It looks the same. It's still $100 bill. But what happens with inflation? What you could buy with $1 in 1990, you could buy 4 bag of chips. You can buy two 4 25-cent items and could take $1 and pay for it. But now is roughly almost nothing is worth $1, and if it is, it's $1.20 with taxes and inflation. So I mean, the small things that I grew up doing, even the Arabs and the run the gas station. Most gas stations where I grew up and here in Memphis, Tennessee, are ran by Arabs, Palestinians, Zeeks, Muslims. They're ran by Middle Eastern nationalities. So again, they're not saying they're horrible people, but they outrageously overcharge us to cash our checks because they put those in those low income areas for a reason. Because people, you can make a lot of money off low income people. And how I know this is that when I lived in the hood, that's all I did. Every day, at least 2 times a day. If I'm at home, when we finna mob. This is, you may not understand this lingo, but hey man, let's mob to the store. Let's mob to the corner store. Let's mob to the little store. Like we finna walk. That means let's walk to the store and get some snacks and then come back. So that's what we did, almost like 2 times a day. And I mean, spend it, and that money adds up when you end up buying chips, soda, miscellaneous crap. You spend $10 twice a day just getting junk food. It's lasting you until you walk back home. So and I see it in society now. I see it at work. People people get paid on Friday. They buy them a big dinner or big lunch, and I'm finna eat good. I'm finna eat good. I got paid, and they don't even realize they're wasting as much money as humanly possible because they feel like, oh, I got paid on Friday. At least I can control what I eat for lunch, and that's a poverty mindset because you should be able to control most aspects of your life. I can control how much money I spend by being disciplined. So if you're consistently eating out every day, you're gonna go broke. You're eating out, you get paid on Friday, you're broke by Monday, and you got Chime, you got all of these online banks or online accounts, but you have no savings. A lot of people I meet, I got a Chime, I got Chime. Yeah, but do you have a bank account? Man, no, banks charge too much. Someone told me today, banks charge too much, but Arabs don't. But the gas station, the convenience store, they don't. My bank don't. As long as you have money in your bank account, the bank don't charge you. They don't charge you for having your money in your savings account. Now, if you're overdrafting and you're constantly trying to take out more than you have, then yes, they're gonna bust your heads. But is that not equivalent to cashing a check for $1,000 and getting back $850. They taking anywhere from $100 to $150 just to cash a check. So just because they take it out one time, then you're fine. You're like, oh, okay, I need to cash right now. Well, set up a bank account. Go get your cash when you want to. You don't have to wait till somebody cashes it. So in this modern time, guys, we're moving to like almost everything is almost digital. So having a brick and mortar bank will help you in a lot of ways. So with that being said, guys, I appreciate you guys taking the time out to listen to me. Like I said, this video won't be for everyone, but it may help someone. If I help one person with this video, I'm telling you, I've lived it. I've walked to the store just to get a bag of chips and a jungle juice and a pickle and and a little Debbie cake, and I did all this stuff, and I went broke, and I felt like, well, I couldn't do nothing else. At least I can give me something to eat. But I got tired of living that way. That's not a way to live. So help your if you do better, then you begin to help your children do better, and then you break that cycle of generational poverty. Now it's no more walking to the corner store, no more living in rundown, torn up areas just so you can feel hood rich. Do better for yourself so that when and if you have children, they can have a better life. I've done the things that I've done. I've worked as hard as I've worked so that my son, who's 13, can have an outstanding future. My daughter, she's 3, so she can have an outstanding future. I don't want them to grow up the way I did. I want them to struggle, not struggle, but like have pain and suffer with things. But I mean, crap. I want them to struggle in life with a few things, but I don't want them to suffer. Suffering is optional. Struggle is a part of growth and a part of life. So, meaning suffering is choosing to, I ain't got none, I ain't gonna do none, I'm tired, I wanna chill. No, you don't need to chill. You're struggling to get your budget in order. You're struggling to get on your feet. My son, he turns 18, struggling to find a career path. That struggle, that helps build character. But suffering is optional, guys. So please help your children by helping yourself now today. Set up a bank account. If you want my personal opinion about banks, since no bank right now or credit union is sponsoring us, you can email me, or you can just comment in the YouTube video in the comment section, and I'll give you, if you're local, like here in Memphis, Tennessee, Bartlett, Tennessee, I'll give you my recommendation on the best either credit union or bank in our area currently right now. So, guys, have a blessed night. Be safe. Au revoir. A bientôt. Allez, prochaine.